Welcome to this comprehensive guide on time series stationarity. In the world of data science, predicting the future is the holy grail. But before we can forecast where a stock price or a temperature reading is going, we must understand the fundamental soul of the data. This is where the concept of stationarity comes in. A time series is simply a sequence of data points indexed in time order. Think of your heart rate, the daily closing price of Apple stock, or the CO2 levels in the atmosphere. To analyze these, we often assume that the underlying process that generated them doesn't change its rules over time. Imagine you are a professional gambler playing a game of dice. You expect the average result to be 3.5 every single time. If the dice suddenly started favoring higher numbers next week, your strategy would fail. In statistics, if a time series is stationary, it means its statistical properties, like the mean and variance, are constant over time. It's business as usual. The most critical pillar of stationarity is a constant mean. If a time series has a trend, meaning it's generally going up or down, the mean is moving. This is a nightmare for most forecasting models because they rely on the past mean to predict the future. If the mean moves, the past is no longer a reliable map for the future. Let's visualize this. On the left, we see a stationary series. It oscillates around a fixed horizontal line. No matter where you look, the center is the same. On the right, we see a non-stationary series with a clear upward trend. The mean is drifting. This drift makes it impossible for standard models to find a stable equilibrium. Why does the mean move? Usually, it's due to external growth, inflation, or cumulative effects. For instance, the GDP of a developing nation isn't stationary, it grows. If we don't fix this movement, our statistical tests will give us spurious results, meaning we might see correlations that don't actually exist just because two things happen to be growing at the same time. The second pillar is constant variance, also known as homoscedasticity. Imagine a river. If the waves are always roughly the same height, the variance is constant. But if the river starts calm and suddenly turns into a turbulent rapid, the variance has increased. Non-constant variance is common in financial markets during times of crisis. The third pillar is the absence of seasonality. If your data shows regular, predictable patterns at fixed intervals, like ice cream sales peaking every summer, the autocovariance depends on the time of year, not just the distance between points. To achieve stationarity, we must strip away these seasonal cycles. How do we detect if the mean is moving? We use the Augmented Dickey-Fuller test, or ADF. It's a hypothesis test where the null hypothesis is that the series is non-stationary. If the p-value is very low, typically below 0.05, we can confidently say the mean is stable, we have stationarity. What if our mean is moving? We use a technique called differencing. Instead of looking at the absolute values, we look at the change from one day to the next. This I in the ARIMA model stands for integrated, which refers to how many times we had to difference the data to make it stationary. Logarithmic transformations are another powerful tool. If the variance is growing along with the mean, taking the log can squash the values and stabilize the fluctuations, making the series much easier to handle for models like linear regression or profit. In summary, stationarity is about predictability. By ensuring the mean, variance, and seasonality are stable, we transform a chaotic, drifting signal into a clear mathematical pattern. This is the foundation of all serious forecasting in econometrics and machine learning. References and further reading. 1. Basic Economics by Damodar Gujarati. 2. Forecasting, Principles and Practice by Rob J. Hindman. 3. Time Series Analysis by James D. Hamilton. Understanding these pillars is your first step to mastering the future.